And what's up, everybody? I'm back. Today, I am going to be reviewing season 2 of The Last of Us show on HBO. Now, I will say, so I didn't watch season 1 when it first came out. So season 2 was already out by the time I finished season 1. So I just watched season 2 right after I finished season 1. The reason why I didn't upload a review of season 2 until now is because I was originally going to wait until season 3 was out and then do them both together, since they split the second game, up in between 2 seasons. This season, season 2, is focused on the first half of the game, whereas season 3 is going to focus on the second half of the game. So I'm going to wait to do both. But I changed my mind. I just said, fuck it. We'll just get this out, because season 3 isn't going to be coming out for at least a year, if not longer. And so I decided just, fuck it. Let's just do it. So, do it now. And I do have a lot to say about this season. And this season of the show got really, really highly criticized. And there are some valid points to the criticisms, and we'll address that. But I do have a lot of things to say, especially after playing the second game. If you want to see me play the second game, I streamed, I think, pretty much all of my footage, all my gameplay, if not all of it. I don't remember if I maybe did some off-screen stuff. I don't think I did, though. I think I did stream everything. But with that being said, I've had some time to also think about the season. It's been a while since I actually watched it, but I've had some time to think about it, and now I'm going to jump right into it. So let's do this. Let's get the elephant out of the room right away. Bella Ramsey. She's not good. No, okay, all right. So I've seen the memes, right? I've seen the fucking memes of "I'm gonna be a dad," or the fucking beluga whale one. That's really funny to me too. Bella Ramsey is not as bad as I thought she was going to be this season. I knew she wasn't going to be good, right? And they're kind of setting Bella Ramsey up to fail here. They're kind of setting Bella up to fail because in the game, Ellie only has aged like 4 years, right? And there's significant change in her character, in her personality. She's a lot older, more mature, kind of thing. But Bella Ramsey only has like a couple years, like year and a half age difference. So she pretty much looks the same and acts the same for the most part. So she just can't play an older Ellie because she still looks like the goofy little young kid. It worked really, really well for season 1. Does not work well for season 2. It's not that she can't act. She can't play this role well. She just can't. It's not her fault. She just can't do it well. Which sucks, because Ellie does become the focal point of the season, because Joel dies. Spoiler alert, that's from the game. That's another big complaint, is that Joel dies. Did you not play the fucking game? The other complaint is that there's lesbian sex. One of the worst complaints that I've ever heard in my life. Lesbians are awesome. Also, comes from the game, so 2 points immediately debunked because you didn't play the game. I thought that was funny. Just want to get that out of the way first, though. Like, Bella Ramsey is objectively not good in this season. But she's not bad like I thought she was going to be. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. Now, Isabella Merced, one of my favorite actresses, she plays a great Dina. Arguably could be better than the Dina in the game. It's debatable, but it's definitely something that you could argue. They also Jesse's okay in this one. He's pretty similar to the game, nothing crazy. Abby got a lot of criticism because she's not nearly as buff, which whatever. We don't see a whole lot of her because again, the third season is going to be more focused on her side of the game. But I thought she's fine for the part that she's in. I think the actress that they chose for her is going to be a good choice. So that's my thoughts on the casting choices. There are some other parts that I really I thought was pretty funny from this season. The 2003 Detroit Tigers reference was really funny in episode 3. That got a big laugh out of me. I did not expect that at all. That was a really funny part. I also thought it was funny when Ellie and Dina are going through Seattle and they don't know what the rainbows mean. I thought that was really funny. And also really well done. Because again, they're gay characters and they don't even know what the gay symbol is because the apocalypse. So that was pretty funny. There's also a ton more gore in this season. There's a lot more close-ups on like attacks from both people and the infected. A lot of close-ups on surgeries and procedures and all that shit. Joel's death is a lot more drawn out and a lot more visual than it is in the game. Which part of it was good. I thought part of it was good. Maybe a little too much, but you know what you're signing up for when you watch this show. So I really can't complain. I think it's fine. I just don't like the blood and gore much myself, but and again, I know what I'm signing up for. So some other differences from the game to the show that I wanted to point out. Everything is shown in more chronological order than it is in the game. Whereas in the game, you kind of start partway through, and then there's some flashbacks to fill the gaps. There's a lot more origin stories for the WLF and how they started and how they overtook Seattle and all that stuff, which I really liked. You get a Josh Peck cameo in there as well. Well, not cameo, but he's there for a little bit during that part, which I thought was cool. Speaking of that, Isaac, the leader of the WLF, he's at least in the little bit that we see of him in this show, he's a lot more aggressive and a lot more cruel than he is in the game. And really, we don't. This is more Isaac in this little part of season 2 than we saw pretty much in all of the game. We don't see a lot of Isaac in the game. I would have liked to maybe see a little bit more of him in the game, but that's whatever. They're definitely showing that they're going to take a lot more time in season 3 to show his character, show how much of a menace he is, and really show that horrific aspect of it, which I think is on point. I think they're really emphasizing his character because that's really who he is in the game. No, a couple other things. Now, the reason why I don't like this season, and it's not because of Bella Ramsey. Bella Ramsey's not good, but she's fine, right? You know what you're getting into. It's a complaint, but it's not a big complaint. The real reason why I don't like this season, because, and it's when I say don't like, I mean it's comparing it to season 1. Season 1 is like an insanely good show, right? Season 2 is still good, but compared to season 1, it's not that great. But objectively, in ratings of shows, it's still good, right? Like episode 1 2, and 6 are still really, really good episodes. The rest are pretty mid in comparison, but 1, 2, and 6 I thought were really, really good. But there's a lot of parts in those episodes, plus the other ones, where it felt like the show was insulting the game. And what I mean by that is there's a lot of sequences and a lot of scenes that are inserted completely. There. Alright, the mic broke. That's okay. Anyway. The mic's back. Anyway. There's a lot of sequences in the show that are heavily altered, inserted, or even deleted from that take place in the game and don't take place in the show, and it really fucks up the flow of the show. Because, like the dance scene, right? They change that, and they draw that a lot more out, which I think is fine. But there's also a lot of stuff from, like, the museum with young Ellie that they change. They change up when Joel finally tells the truth to Ellie. That's different. And so it kind of just, it's not necessarily bad changes. It just really fucks up the flow of the show, and it's not. And it's fine. Like, I don't know. It's, yeah, just kind of kills the pacing. But more so, it's just like some scenes they really make just like an insult. Like, there's some really, really serious scenes in the show, in the game, I mean, because they really try and put across to the point of that Ellie is really not taking the death of Joel well at all, really, as she shouldn't. But it's really affecting her and how she's putting out her feelings to her friends and Dina and whatnot. And how it really takes a toll on her relationships with them, right? And how her relationship with Joel went down. And I feel like they just kind of make a mockery of that in this season. And there's no scene that makes that more clear than when Ellie reveals her immunity to Dina, and then Dina says she's pregnant. That's where we get the "I'm gonna be a dad" scene, or that line. But the whole thing is goofy. Like Dina just like stays awake overnight, and with a fucking gun pointed at Ellie's face. And then they wake up in the morning. Obviously, Ellie's still fine. And then they just start fucking. What? That's not at all how that was supposed to be contrived from the game. It's like a huge the whole like sequence when they first make it to the theater, where Ellie's like, "Now you're a burden. Now you're really a burden, aren't you?" And stuff like that. It's completely shat on, and I'm like, I was like, I remember watching that, I was fucking appalled. I was fucking appalled. It absolutely kills the mood, and maybe I have very strong belief that Bella Ramsey had an influence on this, because they knew that Bella Ramsey could not play a serious Ellie well. And so they changed the lines, they changed the tone to make it fit Bella Ramsey better. Not really thinking that it was going to completely fuck up the entire thing. So what I'm hoping for season 3 And I really don't believe they're going to do this because they know it's going to make money regardless, so why put any effort into changing what you already had preset? Why do more work? Who the fuck cares? You're still going to make money. Whatever. Anyway, what I hope they do for season 3 at least is they take a lot of criticisms about that. Not about Bella Ramsey. They can't cut Bella Ramsey. But they can at least make it so the tone is correct, that matches the game. Shows like the sheer pain that these characters are going through because they lost loved ones, and how they choose to cope with that pain, and how that affects everybody around them, how that affects the battles, all that stuff. That's the core element of The Last of Us Part 2, the game. I hope that with the Abby sequence and how they finish it, that it's better. And they actually do it right. And if they don't, then they're fucking themselves over. So, good shit. And I think with like what we saw with Isaac and a few other things, I think they are going to go that direction. I think Abby's actress has a better way of playing a serious character, so I do have hope. Really, I really do have hope that they're going to go that direction. But we'll see. Who knows? Yeah, that's my thoughts on Last of Us Season 2. I mean, I knew what I was getting with going in. I knew it was not going to be great. I knew it was going to be a downgrade. It wasn't as much of a downgrade as I thought. But there were some parts that... Yeah. There were some parts that could have been better. And, like, again, you can't fix Bella Ramsey. Kind of picked your own grave with that one by casting Bella at the first place. Casting, not like the director of HBO chose her or anything, not like it's her dad. But anyway, can't fix that, but you could have still tried to stay faithful to the tone. You didn't make a complete mockery of the game. That's my thoughts. Anyways, yeah, that's everything I gotta say about Season 2 of The Last of Us. I'm still gonna watch Season 3 when it comes out. A year and a half, whatever the fuck it comes out, I'll watch it. And then I'll review it, and we'll see how it is, and if they actually took any notes and listened to any criticisms from fans that weren't homophobia and absolute lack of knowledge of the source material. And we'll see if it actually ends up turning out to be alright. So, it's going to do it for my review of if you've seen this season. Love to know your thoughts in the comment section down below. What do you think? Do you think there's other problems with the show that I didn't touch on? What's going on with it? So, it's going to do it though for this review. Stay tuned for other much more amazing content, including if you want to see more show reviews like this, by the way, I don't really do a lot of this. I do have other shows that I've liked and would talk about, I guess. We kind of relegate them to podcast topics that really have never turned out because podcast is inconsistent right now because we're busy as shit again. But I'd be okay talking about them here on the channel if you guys want to see it. Just let me know in the comment section down below. That's going to do it for this video, though. Stay tuned for much more amazing content. Until next time, see you guys later. Goodbye.